the old man's wheelchair suddenly malfunctioned, and he instantly slid down the hillside. At the critical moment, a little girl suddenly appeared. She used her superpowers to save the old man. The old man hurriedly asked her whether she had been hurt. The little girl said she had a lucky charm on her and would never get hurt. However, the old man noticed that the girl's lucky charm was exactly the same as his grandson's. The girl told him that she had had that mark since she was born. The old man immediately suspected that the girl in front of him was his great-granddaughter. At that moment, the CEO rushed over in a hurry. Just as he was about to thank the girl, she was called away by her mother. The old man secretly took a strand of the girl's hair and then instructed his assistant to arrange a paternity test. The results of the paternity test came out very quickly. When the CEO saw the results, he was extremely shocked, as he had never expected that the little girl was actually his biological daughter. He immediately remembered the woman from 6 years earlier. The woman had walked into the wrong room while drunk that night. She had an intimate encounter with the CEO that evening. When the man woke up, he had only seen $200 left behind by the woman. He had been furious and had sworn to find that woman no matter what. At that moment, the old man was overjoyed because he finally had a great-granddaughter. He told the man to quickly bring the mother and daughter back home. However, the man did not know that the woman had actually given birth to quadruplets. He ordered his bodyguards to split up and search everywhere. One of the bodyguards found the woman, but because the woman was with 4 children, they thought she was not the person they were looking for. Just like that, the woman left with her children. Later, the woman saw a recruitment advertisement from the man's company. She happened to be worried about living expenses for her children at the time, so she went to the man's company to interview for a secretary position. However, the hiring requirements were very strange, as they required the applicant to be a woman with a 5-year-old daughter. Everyone present was a young woman, and in the end, only she met the requirement. She followed the assistant into the CEO's office. However, when the man saw her, neither of them recognized the other. The man said he had hired her because he wanted to learn from her how to take care of a daughter. Then he told the woman that he would host a banquet that evening and that she could bring her daughter along. So the woman agreed. That evening, the woman entered the banquet hall with her daughter. However, in the middle of the banquet, an earthquake suddenly occurred, and in the chaos, the woman was pushed to the ground. At that moment, the chandelier above her head fell down. Just as she thought she was about to be crushed, her daughter's mark began to glow. The man rushed to the scene, and miraculously, the earthquake suddenly stopped, and the woman was not hit by the chandelier. The woman hurriedly comforted her daughter. When the man heard the little girl call her mom, he finally realized the woman's identity.